Hello there. Hi, how are you doing? Right. I have got a box of records. I bought this on eBay. And actually I was after another record case. So I was quite happy to pay about 15 quid for one of those. So I bought, I think there's 35 records in here. And I bought them for £25 plus, I think £10 courier delivery. And it was billed or listed as a collection of Outlaw Country albums and artists. So they did have a picture of all the records that were in here, so I do know what's in here. I knew what I was buying. I was quite pleased that I only got it for what, 30 quid, because for me that's good value. There's a couple of records in here that quite easily are worth that if I wanted to find them separately. But shall we have a look what we've got now? I appreciate that there's a lot of people out there that will have no interest whatsoever in this. So this is supposed Outlaw Country. And what is Outlaw Country? Outlaw Country was a form of country music that came around in the early 70s. It was artists getting control of their music, of their sound, of the choice of what they recorded, the band they recorded with. And the famous members are Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson. Now, Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings are not in here, but that's all right because I have a lot of Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson records elsewhere. It also had Tom Paul Glazier, Jesse Coulter. For me, the Outlaw period is a very, very short period, and it didn't have a huge number of artists in it. Because the idea was that they were taking a risk with this music. They were not doing what Nashville was playing. They were going and recording elsewhere, in LA, in Texas, anywhere that wasn't Nashville. And it's kind of more recently been attached to a type of music when it was never really a type of music. It was just simply a music that was had a freedom for the artists. So after it becomes popular, an album was released called Wanted, The Outlaws, which was apparently the first million-selling country album. I do have a copy of that. I should have had it here to show you. But anyway, I don't. And that kind of started a genre, really. And then the artists then that perform in what would be called the outlaw style are doing so under the Nashville banner, that they're recording in Nashville. The Nashville machine has decided they can make money out of this. Anyway, so that's the background. So all of these are not mainstream country, certainly not. So let's have a look at what's in. And I've kind of ordered them. So the kind of the worst to best, best to worst. But this is your opportunity. If you have no interest in country music, go now. I don't want you to sit around and watch something just because you feel you should. Leave now. John, I'm talking to you. Okay, so first of all, we've got a couple of records by Johnny Paycheck. Now I can't see if this is reflecting. This is Everybody's Got a Family from 1979 or 8, 79 on CBS. Yeah, I'm not sure I like Johnny Paycheck. He freaks me out. He's a bit scary. There's some horrible things about him, about how he was taken back to a fan's house, and he ended up sleeping with her and her daughter, potentially teenage daughter. Creepy man. There he is. Take This Job and Shove It. That's probably his biggest hit. Everyone will know that one if they know anything about country music. I have this one, so that's a record I actually have. Okay, and then some more records I have. Joe's Son and Shotgun. I've always liked the back of that one, so I have this. Yeah, it's a good version of Waiting for the Times to Get Better, which I think, I'm not sure if it was the first version done by Crystal Gale. And that's a really nice version, actually. So yeah, Shotgun, Joe's Son. So we've got a couple of Joe's Son records. Joe's Son with Shotgun. This is Out of Your Mind. These are from 70, that was 78, this is 79. And then a third one. Now this is interesting, this is Joe's Son and the Solar System. So he's got a new band now. This is from 1984, so yeah. So it's 5 years on from the last one. And yeah, do I know anything? Is there anything worth noting about it? No, not really. There's a song called Everyone in Sweden. I wonder where he was popular. Oh look, special thanks to Roger Humphreys of Norway. So clearly he made it big in Scandinavia. So yeah, Joe's Son. I have those three, so what are you going to do? They are in better condition, so I'm probably going to keep these ones. Then we've got B.W. Stevenson. Sadly died quite young. This has got Red Rhodes, who recorded, played steel with Michael Naismith. And yeah, I've got this one. This is a nice album. He's kind of more of a kind of a country pop, but with a bit of a gritty, you know, not your sort of who would be a country pop artist, I could say. You know, not your John Denver, but there you go. But I have that. A lot of stuff here. So I've got this. No, I haven't got this. This is another B.W. Stevenson, Lost Feeling. This is from, I don't know the date of this, 77. So some nice stuff on here. It had a hit with My Maria. Okay, then we get into some Bobby Bare. This is Bobby Bare, a singer who communicates. No, The Real Thing. He's alright, Bobby Bare. He sort of started very kind of straight-laced. Then he sort of started to branch out. He ended up working a lot with Shel Silverstein, who of course wrote A Boy Named Sue for Johnny Cash. So this is The Winner and Other Losers. I think this is from the same year, which is interesting. The same year, but they're producing two very different types of records. Okay. I don't have that one. I don't have this one. This is Bobby Bare, I Hate Goodbyes, Ride Me Down Easy. So I'm pleased to have one of those. Now this one I do have. This is a very, very good album though. It's Lullabies, Legends and Lies, and they are the songs of Shel Silverstein. I've got a copy of this one. It's a very nice album, quality stuff. Although it does have that thing where it pretends to be a live album when it isn't. It's got all kinds of people on it as far as I remember. I think Waylon Jennings is on it. Where's the list of people? Oh yeah, thank you. Mickey Newbury, Waylon Jennings. Yeah, I thought there were more than that. I can now hear the cat at the door. He's not coming in. Finally, oh no, not finally, there's another Bobby Bare. This is Cowboys and Daddies. This is from 75. Nice to have a listen to that. And this one I do have, Bobby Bare. Doing the version of The Gambler on here. Final Bobby Bare, I do have this one. This is Down and Dirty. Good album. Now this is it's that thing where the shrink wrap has kind of stuck itself to the album cover, so I don't know if I'll be able to get that off, or if I'd even bother. Okay, the next artist that's in here is Gary Stewart. This is Stepping Out. This is from 76. What was it? His biggest hits, was it Out of Time? Something like that. Can't remember what it was called now. Yeah, nice, nice stuff. I like it's got, this was bought at W.H. Smith's. Originally £2.49, reduced to £1.24. Wow, that's worth £1.24. So Gary Stewart, this is Little Junior. Not much to see on the back, unfortunately. This is just called Gary. Oh, it's got Gary and Stewart on the back. So yeah, Gary Stewart. These are on RCA, these ones. We've got the usual, yeah. So finally, this sounds interesting, this one. This has got Greg Allman, Dickie Betts, Bonnie Bramlett on here. Gary Scruggs as well. So I'll be interested to hear this one. This is Cactus and a Rose. Yeah. So okay. Now I've got a collection here of sort of single artists that there's only one copy of. None of them are really known to me, so I'm looking forward to going through these. So the first is Floyd Westerman, who is a Native American. And I've sampled some of this. It sounds quite good. This is from 1978, and the album's called Custard Died for Your Sins. I think this is a German copy. Oh yes, it's all in German on the back. That's nice stuff. Then we've got Tom Gribbin. And this is, I'm not sure what the date of this one is. It's on the Country Roads label. That one, and it is from 81, and this has got him doing, most notable I suppose, most notable for, get in, you bugger, there we go, does a cover version of Guns of Brixton, so I'm really looking forward to hearing that, Country Guns of Brixton, nice stuff, Tom Gribbin. This is, what's his name? Bill Callery. This looks like 1976 on Lone Star Records. I think it's a Columbia CBS. Lone Star. That's Willie Nelson's record label that ran for a while. So that looks like it's going to be interesting. Singer-songwritery, outlaw country type stuff. Then we've got Sonny Curtis. Oh, he's very dark and moody in that. Interesting, this has got a cover version of I Fought the Law on it. So this is from 79. Rick Newfield, Prairie Dog. Where's this been bought? Doesn't say. Yeah, no idea. Interested to hear that. Looks kind of cool. Now, this is a record I do have. This is Tom Paul Glaser of the Glaser Brothers, and it's Charlie. This is an album that's co-produced by Waylon Jennings, and it's got a cover version of Sold American. I think I might have shown this before, the copy I've got. Sold American by Kinky Friedman, and Kinky Friedman writes the back notes, and co-produces that song. It's a really, really nice album, this. That's a better copy as well. So I'm looking forward to getting rid of the other one. What am I talking about? That's nonsense. Okay. This is Two Hagers Are Better Than One. This is Jim and John Hager. Twins. Eeks. And I've had a bit of a listen to someone online before this came. And pretty damn good. They open with Silver Wings by Merle Haggard. They do Buck Owens' song, but they also write their own. So they might look a little bit creepy. And it was recorded at Buck Owens Studios in Bakersfield, California. I think it's something like 72 or something. So, interesting. Not really country, outlaw country. Then we've got David Patton. This is from 72 on RCA. A lot of RCA. They really sort of release a lot of interesting country stuff. Don't know anything about that. I think I've got, maybe I have another album by David Patton. Isn't that bad when you can't remember if you have or you haven't? And then I've got a sealed copy of The Songs of Jim Weatherly. Includes the hit The Need to Be. That's interesting. It's on Buddha Records, 1974, that. Recorded in Hollywood, California. Finally, the single artist, we've got Joe Ely. This is, I think it's his first album. And I actually didn't have a copy of this, so I'm really pleased to get hold of this. Ex of the Flatlanders. He used to tour, well, he did tour with The Clash. So yeah, some great tunes on here, written by Butch Hancock, who was also in the Flatlanders with him. You've got She Never Spoke Spanish to Me, which is an absolute classic. I don't know the other ones. It's got another song by Jimmy Dale Gilmore, who was also in the Flatlanders. So Joe Ely. Okay, now we're getting to the reason really why I bought this box. So we've got Jerry Jeff Walker and the Lost Gonzo Band, and this is Viva. What was it? Viva Ta Lingua, and this is a classic of the Lubbock, Texas. So Luckenbach, Texas. So very pleased to get a copy of that. It's a kind of classic of a kind of singer-songwriter, outlaw-esque artists. Famous for having the song Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother by Ray Wiley Hubbard. It's also got Desperados Waiting for a Train by Guy Clark on it, this one. Did a lot of Guy Clark stuff, popularised him. Then we've got the best of Jerry Jeff Walker, which again has LA Freeway, which was a big hit for him, which was a Guy Clark song. Desperados Waiting for a Train on here. Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother is on here. So yeah, nice to have those two. Then we've got Rusty Weir. Now Rusty Weir is a kind of a country rock, slightly funky, kind of bit southern rock, and this is Black Hat Saloon. This is from 1976. I don't have this one, so I'm pleased to get hold of that. This one is, and again, Rusty Weir. This is Don't It Make You Wanna Dance. It's on 20th Century Records. And this is, what date's this? I can't see. Oh, this is a Canadian pressing. So yeah, so that's good stuff. Rusty Weir. We've got his second album, just called 2, Rusty Weir. In shrink wrap, so it's a better copy than the one I've got. A Virgin import, so that's a nice copy to have. And not finally, his first album. Now this is probably why I bought the box actually. This is Stone Slow Rugged, and this is a £30 record in anyone's cabbage, in anyone's. I would say, 30 quid anyway. It's been a long day. It hasn't actually. I went to work this morning, got there for about 7:30. I was out of there by 9:30, so not a very long day. So great stuff. It's got Herb Pedersen on it. It's got Gib Gilboa on fiddle on it, who are both sort of country rock people. So Gib Gilboa was in the Fly Burrito Brothers and Swamp Water, and Herb Pedersen played with the Dillards and the Desert Rose Band. Anyway, so that's probably the reason, really. In fact, it's the two records that were why I bought this, which were well worth it, were these two. It would have probably cost me at least the amount I paid for the box to get those two records. And then finally I found, lurking at the back of the record, like a horror, Don Henley. Ugh. Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still. Yeah, this is 1982 on Elektra. And yeah, I'll give it a listen. but I don't like the man. I'm not a huge fan of the Eagles. I like their first couple of albums and that's it. But Don Henley is a particularly nasty piece of work, I think. And anything interesting about it? No. I mean, it's nothing of interest whatsoever. I don't know if there are any hits on it. It certainly didn't have hits over here. Anyway, oh, The Unclouded Day. Not Uncloudy Day? Oh well. There you go. So that's my box of tricks. So actually there weren't that many I'd already bought or already had. So there you go. I should have listened to them really so I could tell you what they sound like. Oh well. Shoot me. I'm going to go and let the cat in now. Right. Bye.